You are actively being penalized by the Toyota tax. If you walk onto a used car lot today with exactly $4,000 in cash, the salesman is going to point you straight toward a heavily oxidized Toyota Camry with 250,000 miles on the odometer. They expect you to pay a massive financial premium simply for the emblem on the grille. It is a fabricated narrative designed strictly to drain your retirement funds. The mainstream automotive market operates under the false assumption that paying double for an exhausted high-mileage Toyota is the only way to avoid buying a vehicle that will leave you stranded. You do not need to participate in this rigged system. If you are actively protecting your fixed income, you must purchase the undocumented assets. I am referring to vehicles that the average consumer completely ignores because they lack modern aesthetics. These are industrial-grade sedans equipped with cast-iron engine blocks, unyielding hydraulic transmissions, and traditional fuel injection systems. They contain 0 microscopic turbochargers and 0 fragile, continuously variable transmissions. I have audited international high-mileage fleet data, verified the raw metallurgical engine schematics, and isolated 4 completely obscure commercial-grade vehicles currently priced at $4,000. They will cross 500,000 miles with strict basic fluid maintenance. And car number 4 on this list is a vehicle manufactured by a brand you likely distrust, but it holds a cast-iron architectural secret that will completely bulletproof your bank account. Do not click away, because the engineering facts you learn today will secure your transportation for the next decade. Let us get to work. Number 1, the commercial-grade American Vault, the 1998 to 2002 Mercury Grand Marquis. If you analyze the full-size sedan market, everyone is aggressively hunting for the Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. Because the Crown Victoria has received massive exposure on the internet, the prices for used, heavily abused police vehicles have skyrocketed. You are paying a severe premium for a vehicle that was mercilessly driven over curbs and idled for tens of thousands of hours. You can completely bypass this markup by searching exclusively for the Mercury Grand Marquis. Mercury was Ford's mid-level luxury division, and the brand is entirely defunct today. Because the badge is retired, the market treats the vehicle as an undesirable relic. Their lack of structural knowledge is your distinct financial advantage. Underneath the conservative exterior styling, the Grand Marquis is an exact bolt-for-bolt clone of the Ford Crown Victoria. It is built on the Panther platform, which means it utilizes a true heavy-duty body-on-frame construction. It is engineered exactly like a commercial pickup truck, not a fragile, modern, unibody passenger car. The core structural value lies inside the engine bay. The Grand Marquis is powered by the 4.6-liter 2-valve modular V8. This specific iteration of the modular V8 is a highly documented engineering benchmark. It features a heavy cast-iron engine block and utilizes a massive industrial-grade timing chain. It produces a completely unstressed 200 horsepower, meaning the internal rotating assembly is never subjected to high-pressure thermal fatigue. Ford paired this cast-iron V8 with the 4R70W 4-speed automatic transmission. This is a rear-wheel drive, hydraulically controlled gearbox that was heavily utilized in commercial fleet environments due to its sheer, unyielding durability. Because the Grand Marquis was typically purchased by older, responsible demographics, these vehicles were rarely abused. You can effortlessly locate a pristine, meticulously maintained Mercury Grand Marquis for exactly $4,000. It is a highly secure, structurally rigid transportation asset. Number 2. The pre-CVT Japanese iron block, the 2000 to 2006 Nissan Sentra. If you reside in the United Kingdom or Australia, you are intimately familiar with this exact global chassis under the nameplate Nissan Sunny or the Nissan Almera. I am fully aware of the severe hesitation surrounding modern Nissan vehicles. The modern Nissan lineup is completely compromised by the Jatco continuously variable transmission. That specific transmission utilizes a fragile steel push belt that is mathematically prone to structural failure, requiring a complete $4,000 replacement. Because of this heavily documented defect, the resale value of every single Nissan on the market has collapsed. You must exercise absolute precision in your vehicle selection and use the automotive timeline to your advantage. The 2000 to 2006 Nissan Sentra, known internally as the B15 generation, was engineered and manufactured during the peak of Japanese reliability, years before the CVT was ever introduced into this chassis. You are searching strictly for the base model Sentra, equipped with the 1.8-liter QG18DE four-cylinder engine. This is an entirely mechanical, exceptionally durable power plant. It features a heavy cast iron engine block, an aluminum cylinder head, and a heavy-duty timing chain. There is no highly pressurized direct injection system. It utilizes traditional multi-port fuel injection, entirely preventing the thick carbon accumulation that suffocates modern engines. To ensure uninterrupted power delivery, Nissan paired this cast iron engine with the RE4F03B 4-speed planetary automatic transmission, or a highly durable 5-speed manual gearbox. There are no delicate metal belts to snap. Because the modern consumer cannot differentiate between the flawed modern Nissans and the structurally sound older generations, the depreciation is absolute. You can purchase a highly proven Japanese-built iron block for under $4,000. In global commercial environments, this specific engine routinely crosses 500,000 miles with nothing more than standard oil maintenance.
Number 3. The global fleet workhorse, the 2004 to 2007 Chevrolet Malibu. You must pay incredibly close attention to these manufacturing years. You are searching exclusively for the 6th generation Chevrolet Malibu built strictly between 2004 and 2007. If you purchase a 2008 or newer model, you are buying a completely redesigned vehicle on a different platform with different engine options. Do not make that mistake. In the North American market, the 2004 to 2007 Chevrolet Malibu is the definition of an invisible commuter car. The exterior styling is completely generic, and the interior utilizes highly basic, rigid plastics. It lacks the aggressive, modern aesthetic that younger buyers demand. Because it fails to attract attention, the market demand is non-existent, driving the purchase price straight to the absolute bottom. However, you must exercise strict discipline when evaluating the engine options under the hood. You must entirely avoid the 3.5-liter V6 models. You are searching exclusively for the Malibu equipped with the 2.2-liter Ecotec four-cylinder, specifically the L61 engine code. In the history of American and European automotive manufacturing, the L61 Ecotec is a highly documented benchmark of daily driving durability. It features an advanced lost foam cast aluminum block that is heavily reinforced with press-fit cast iron cylinder sleeves. It utilizes dual overhead camshafts driven by a robust timing chain. It does not utilize complex variable valve timing phasers, and it completely avoids the severe oil consumption issues that plagued later generations of the Ecotec family. General Motors paired this engine with the 4T45E 4-speed automatic transaxle. This is a traditional, hydrotechnically controlled transmission that has been rigorously proven across millions of global commercial fleet miles. Every single alternator, water pump, and ignition coil for this powertrain is globally abundant and can be purchased for absolute pennies at any standard auto parts supplier. You are purchasing a commercial-grade powertrain wrapped in a generic, highly depreciated sedan body. You can easily negotiate a low-mileage Chevrolet Malibu 2.2-liter down to $3,500. It is an unyielding transportation appliance. Stop writing down these car names for a second. We have to address the trap you are about to walk into. Knowing that the Chevy Malibu has an indestructible engine means absolutely nothing if the seller hands you the keys to a digital ghost. Right now, the budget car market is heavily manipulated. Dealership salesmen look at mature buyers and see an easy target. They assume you don't know how to navigate a modern OBD2 powertrain module, so they plug in a cheap bypass scanner, wipe the fatal transmission slipping codes off the dashboard, and let you take a test drive. 3 days later, your new vehicle locks into neutral on the highway, and your $4,000 vanishes forever. You cannot negotiate with these people using traditional methods. You must carry undeniable proof. This is exactly why I released the Anti-Scam Vehicle Blueprint. I am assigning you one specific task. Go to page 30 of this manual, print the Master Field Inspection Checklist, clamp it to a physical clipboard, and take it directly onto the lot. When a car salesman approaches you, do not engage in their high-pressure small talk. Pull out the clipboard and physically execute the I Am Readiness Verification Test. The moment they see a seasoned buyer physically checking off a documented digital diagnostic protocol, the entire power dynamic flips. They realize they are cornered. The lies stop instantly, and the asking price drops. A hidden transmission failure will cost you $4,000 out of pocket. This guide is $47. It is the ultimate tool to protect your retirement savings. Point your smartphone camera at the QR code on the screen or click the first link at the very top of the description. Arm yourself with this clipboard method before you schedule your next test drive. Let us return to the list. Number 4, the pre-crisis Korean iron block, the 1999 to 2005 Hyundai Sonata. I am completely aware of the severe stigma surrounding the Hyundai and Kia brands. The modern Theta 2 four-cylinder engines and the new engine architectures suffer from catastrophic manufacturing defects, severe oil consumption, premature bearing failures, and documented engine fires. Purchasing a modern used Hyundai is a massive financial liability. However, you must separate modern corporate failures from foundational engineering. You must be surgically precise with the manufacturing years. You are searching exclusively for the EF generation Hyundai Sonata, manufactured strictly between 1999 and 2005. If you purchase a 2006 model, you are buying the redesigned aluminum Theta engine, which you must absolutely avoid. You want the 1999 to 2005 Sonata equipped with the 2.4-liter Sirius II four-cylinder engine, specifically the G4JS block code. This specific engine is an undisputed, documented workhorse. It was heavily derived from a joint engineering venture with Mitsubishi. It utilizes a phenomenally heavy, pure cast iron engine block. Most importantly, it utilizes a highly proven multi-port injection fuel system. It does not use gasoline direct injection. In a direct injected engine, fuel is sprayed directly into the cylinder, completely bypassing the intake valves. Over time, this causes severe, thick carbon buildup that suffocates the engine and requires highly expensive maintenance. Because the Sirius II engine uses multi-port injection, the gasoline constantly washes over the intake valves, keeping the engine running flawlessly clean for hundreds of thousands of miles. Hyundai paired this cast iron Sirius II block with the F4A42 four-speed automatic transmission. This is a brutally simple, hydraulically controlled gearbox with absolutely zero continuously variable transmission components. The only strict maintenance requirement for this entire vehicle is replacing the timing belt and the balance shaft belt at the correct 60,000-mile intervals. If you perform that single piece of routine maintenance, the cast iron Sirius II engine will effortlessly cross 500,000 miles. Because the aesthetic design of the early 2000s Sonata is outdated and the modern brand reputation is highly toxic, the mainstream market rejects it entirely. Their focus on modern vanity allows you to purchase a highly capable, exceptionally durable cast iron sedan for exactly $4,000. It is a highly calculated financial decision that completely insulates your bank account from inflation. You are not required to absorb $40,000 of high-interest automotive debt to secure safe, reliable transportation. The body-on-frame Mercury Grand Marquis, the cast-iron Nissan Sentra, the fleet-proven Chevrolet Malibu, and the iron-block Hyundai Sonata are documented proof that robust, industrial-grade engineering is readily available on the budget market. If you ignore the mainstream marketing, bypass the popularity tax, and focus strictly on the raw metallurgical engine block and transmission specifications, you can secure a utility vehicle that will easily outlast the fragile, over-computerized passenger cars being sold today.